guys, welcome to another episode of the Whiskey Diaries. My name is Macallan. We're here at Death and Taxes. Today we are going to talk about a single bottling called ABERLOUR A'BUNADH. ABERLOUR A'BUNADH, well, ABERLOUR is a distillery in the Speyside. It's actually it's in Dufftown, in the middle of Dufftown. It's actually really close to Glenfiddich and all the rest. They produce most of the whiskies are sherry cask, full sherry cask. This particular I wanted to talk about it is because you have a pretty cool story. A'BUNADH in Gaelic means the original or the origin, and what they're trying to replicate is the original whiskey that they were creating in the 1800s when the distillery opened. The story goes that at the time the distillery was giving away the drums to the region, and everybody had to go to the distillery with the little bottles. They're apothecary style bottles. That is basically the same looking style of bottles as this, and they used to go with the little bottles and get the drum directly from the distillery, straight from the cask. So that would be like a cask strength. The other story goes that in the 1970s, 1980s, when they were redoing a couple of the stills in the distillery, a couple of the employees find like a time capsule with a bottle that was wrapped around in the newspaper from the 1800s fire that happened in the distillery, and then the employers actually polish off 1/4 of the bottle, and then they send the rest of the bottle to analyze just to see what was it like. And since then they're trying to replicate that original style of whiskey from ABERLOUR. So ABERLOUR the A'BUNADH has a really good following. They started creating the first batch in 1997. Most whiskies, most of the batches get released yearly. This is batch number 66. They age anything between 5 to 25 years, so it's no age statement. So they do a blend. Other sources say that it's 5 to 15 years. I've been to the distillery myself. I would say that it's anything between 10 to 20 years that they blended. I bottled actually one of the ABERLOURs by myself, and it's actually delicious straight out of the cask. This one in particular is 59% alcohol, really, really strong. So I would definitely suggest to put a little bit of water after you try it. We're going to open this from scratch. I had to get a knife here, so this is just they put the wax pretty solid around the lid. There it goes. As I said, it's 100% sherry. As you can see, there's a little bit of a theme of me enjoying a lot of sherry cask. It's my favorite type of finish. There it is. And then, yeah, that's ABERLOUR to the T, and like very, very strong aromas, very sherry focus, obviously. That's actually really, really delicious. It has a little bit of a kick, but not as much as you would expect from a 59% alcohol. I would say to add maybe a few drops like that, just to open it up and just so the alcohol doesn't burn all the flavors. And yeah, ooh, yeah, that's a great whiskey. Obviously, you get all the tannins from the sherry, all that chewiness, that chewy flavor that you get from sherry casks. A lot of raisins, a lot of dry fruits, cherries at the back as well. Really, really delicious whiskey. Slán Jabbar, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.